Welcome back to the Average Movie Review Podcast, everyone. Today I thought we'd take a break from movies and TV shows and talk about gaming a little bit. I'm an avid gamer. I love games. I've been playing video games since I was a kid. From my PS1 to literally the GameCube to now the PS5. Like, I've played on every console and, even PC as well. I loved it. I still love it. It's so much fun. It is blood boiling, I'm not going to lie, but it is a lot of fun at the end of the day. I thought we could talk about two things. One being Marvel Rivals and its effects that it's had on Call of Duty Warzone. I guess the question is, did Marvel Rivals kill Call of Duty Warzone? I would say yes and no. The reason why I would say yes and no is the following. Yes, because this game came out and Marvel Rivals did an amazing job. The devs are doing a phenomenal job at not only creating an amazing game, but catering to their customers, to their clients, to us, to the gamers. That's what I think really, really hit the nail in the coffin for Call of Duty. And the reason why I say this is because just a couple of weeks ago, for example, this is just one example. A couple of weeks ago, the servers were down for like a couple of hours, maybe, right? Like you were still able to play, but for some reason you weren't able to queue into games. And I'm talking about Marvel Rivals, by the way. You know, of course, like these things happen, and as a player myself, I was frustrated, and it was a long day. I wanted to play with my friends, but couldn't do anything about it. I just finished work. We all finished work, and we're just like, let's hop on and play. But we still played, but it took time to get games. And it wasn't the worst thing, but it was a little frustrating considering the fact that I guess like we were just so used to getting games right away. Anyway, they fixed the servers while we were playing and games were slowly coming back and things were working, which was fantastic. Quick response again, quick response. And they were aware too of what the situation was. So that's another thing that I enjoy. Like, like they address it right away. Um, right after that, the next day, I see a tweet that they're going to give you 200 blue tokens as a form of appreciation and as more of a sorry because of the servers going down. That's when I knew right there and then that this game was special. I guess multiplayer games like these, where you have thousands and thousands of players, a lot of them, and I'm talking about the development companies and just the companies in general who own them, do not care about these little things. They do not offer these little things, right? These tokens can be used to buy skins. These weren't just regular tokens where you can just like, they're used to buy in-game stuff. No, well, it is in-game stuff, but you know what I mean? Like they weren't just useless tokens. These were tokens that you can use towards buying skins. And that's something that's amazing at the end of the day, right? Instead of using your own money, they're giving you tokens that you can invest into buying skins or collect until you have enough to buy a skin that you like. Phenomenal job on their part. NetEase did a wonderful job. Marvel Rivals team did a wonderful job. Another thing about this game that I think a lot of people don't realize is that, it's user friendly, but it's just so enjoyable. The maps are different, the game styles are different. You're paired up with different people. Yeah, it does get a little frustrating at certain points, but it's still fun to play regardless. Like you're not miserable while playing it. And the cheating system, there are cheaters, I'm sure there are, but they get caught right away and they get banned. They get banned for years or they get punished or whatever, or somebody throws a game, they get punished right away. Like small little details that honestly should be in every game as just a thing, right? They're doing and they're making it feel special, which is just phenomenal on their part, right? Listening to your people, for example, when there was that rank reset update, right? They said that they were going to do, I think, 1.5, but they only did a half or something like that. Like they heard the people and people were like, we don't want it. We just don't like it. Please don't do this to us. And they listened and they're like, okay, we can't do the full rank reset, but we'll do maybe half a rank reset or something like that. Like they still heard them at the end of the day and they're still willing to come to a compromise. I know now a lot of people are still going on there and saying we don't want a rank reset in general after a new season. I don't know if that's something they're going to be able to do, but maybe they'll be able to come to some sort of compromise, which is something that I understand and I respect. At least you're not saying no, but you're giving us an alternative, which is amazing. Again, the fact that you listen, phenomenal. And if you continue to do this and you continue to shower your customer base with these type of appreciations, like where we're being listened to, and we're being understood, and the gameplay is different, and there's new maps, characters coming in, which they're doing regardless. This game will go on for years. People will invest in buying skins. People will spend money on the game in game, and they will be happy doing so because of how much fun it is. I heard that they might be bringing in loot boxes. If NetEase ever hears this, I hope that they don't. I hope people will go against it. I hope that this will not turn into a League of Legends system. I do not like that. It is not fun to play it like that. I think the way that you have it right now, keep it the way it is. Listen to your customer base and continue going. I don't know how truthful it is to the loot box system. I did see some artwork and like development things and things like that, and the idea of being able to. I again, I don't think it's necessary. I think it's perfectly fine that the way they are. You do not need to be doing stuff like that. Regardless, people will spend money. I think if you turn it into that type of game, eventually you will lose your client base and it'll die out. And I don't want that to happen to this game because this game is actually a lot of fun. Yeah, like the player base, even like the chat, right? Like the chat, like Call of Duty chat bans you for saying like the minimal swear words, which is absolutely wild to me. Right? This is a rated 18 game. This is not even a rated 18 game. I don't even think so. I don't think Marvel Rivals is. I think it's not even a mature game. I think it's like a in the middle game. I have to double check. But you can say whatever you want. Like they monitor, yes, but it doesn't go like you can go wild, but they won't still stop you. Like that's absolutely wild when you think about it. Like they'll continue to let you play. You don't get chat banned, which is pretty cool. Right? Obviously, if you say something crazy, somebody will report it, and then maybe they'll look over it. Like I think what it is if somebody reports you for it, then take a look at it, and then if you feel like it's pushed the line, by all means, chat ban them. But with chat banning in Call of Duty, it's AI. Like AI just picks up on something and they're like, oh, that's it, you're chat banned. Oh, you're chat banned for 14 days. Oh, you're chat banned. Like we had to, like me and my friends, we had to like literally start a Discord to play Call of Duty because we could not play with the chat ban anymore. It was impossible. Like I was getting chat banned, my friend was getting chat banned. We were getting chat banned for 14 days, 7 days, 3 days, 4 days. It wasn't worth it for us. So again, amazing system. Keep the system going. Your system is phenomenal. Even when you get down, like when your servers go down, we're still able to play. It takes time, but we're still able to play. We're still able to make things work. And you work right away. So amazing, amazing job. Now moving on to Call of Duty. The reason why, so I just gave you the reason as to yes, it kind of did kill Call of Duty. And another reason for this is also a lot of the streamers who played Call of Duty is like, you watch Tim the Man or whatever his name is, and a couple of other streamers, they've moved on to Marvel Rivals because they enjoy it more. Even Ninja, who I think is like a Fortnite exclusive man, he doesn't play anything else but that, came to Marvel Rivals and he still plays the game. And he admits himself, he hates it, but he loves it at the same time because of how much fun it is. So these streamers that used to play Call of Duty 24/7 have now moved on. And they're like, we can't play Call of Duty anymore. Right? And there's reasons for this, and that's what I'm going to get into. Reasons for this, and if Activision, if you ever hear this again, like pay attention, because this could literally save your company. Because all you're doing is just setting yourself up for failure. The reason for this is, first of all, you have too many hackers in the game. Your cheating system is not working. Ricochet is garbage. Does not pick up on things. I'm playing just regular average games. I'm an average gamer. I'm not going to say that I'm the best at Call of Duty. I can do the Omni. No, I can do a little bit of the Omni movement. I'm getting better at it, but I'm not the best at it. I don't mind dying to people with Omni movement, which is fine, but I do not accept dying to cheaters. That is absolutely ridiculous to me. And the cheaters are everywhere in this game. They are just everywhere. And they do it blatantly. They post it on Instagram. They post it on TikTok. They do it on everything. Like they're just cheating and they know that they'll never get caught. Or they'll just recreate a new account. And buying cheats is only like $10 on PC, which is absolutely wild. Even the Corona Zen, I think that's a form of cheating and that needs to be banned as well. I think PS5 or something needs to come up with some sort of update to stop that. But again, that's a different thing. But in general, we can't even play crossplay because some of my friends, they play on PC and I play on a console, and I can't even crossplay with them sometimes because the cheating is just unbearable, right? We used to play every night and now we stopped. We shifted over to Marvel Rivals because it's too much. We can't do it anymore. There's too many things, too many mechanics, too many things. We just want the OG Warzone where you shoot and kill. That's it. It's not that hard. Honestly, it's not that hard. Introducing new movement styles, okay, fine. Yeah, it takes a little bit of time to get used to, but it's okay. But it literally is not that hard to create that. Continuing on. Another thing that killed Call of Duty was the fact that, this again, the AI chat banning, that was too much. Like, you can't even say anything. This is a mature game. I should be able to say things. And honestly, people are adults. Kids should not be playing this game. And if they are, that's on them. And that's something that the parents need to understand. But as adults, we should be able to enjoy this game and, shit talk however we want. Obviously, not pushing the lines and the boundaries and whatnot, but be able to shit talk at the very least. So, cheating, AI chat banning, servers going down, the fact that cheaters can destroy a server within a click, absolutely wild to me. Just disappointing. Nothing new to offer. The fact that free gifts are just XP tokens when back in the day free gifts used to be skins and other stuff and weapons and like attachments and things like that. Absolutely wild. The fact that skins are like $20 a pop or $50 a pop, whatever they are, for legendary skins. Pay to win skins, absolutely disgusting. The new Terminator skin, you can't even see the person half the time. Not fair for other players. Um, these things have destroyed Call of Duty completely. The fact that they've invested in these skins, like this TMNT event that's finished, I think it's done today or tomorrow. Why you also added another tier to it where you can buy using COD points and then get this? No, this should be a free thing. That should have been your free giveaway. On top of that, each skin is $20 for the turtles. That's $80, and then you want us to pay an extra $20 for this one. That's $100. Who has $100? Unless you have FU money, you're not spending $100 on literally virtual skins. That's absolutely wild. And what pisses me off, I think, is that streamers, and this is a big problem, and I think this is the reason why Call of Duty continues to do the way that they are, or like Activision gets away with a lot of the things, is there are still streamers out there that still support the game and still play the game and buy these skins and all of this stuff, and they don't realize the impact that it has on the player base, because they're followed by so many different players, and these players think it's okay to just buy those skins as well because they see these streamers doing it, so they invest money into it as well. Again, of course, you're a human being, you have choices, but you are being influenced. And streamers do that, like Nixta and Galaxy World and all these others, whatever their streamer name are. Like, I see them all the time. They still play the game. I understand this might be your bread and butter, but in order to make a game better, you do need to hold it accountable. And the only way you can do that is if you stop playing it or you stop promoting it. The moment you do that, Call of Duty will realize that, holy crap, we need to change something. We need to do something better. And that's something that a lot of the other big streamers, and these guys they're big, but they're not as big as the other ones, have understood, and they've pushed themselves back. They've taken a seat back, which I respect, and I give them props to that. Kudos to them for doing that. They've kind of set a standard. But these small streamers that still have a huge fan base, they need to do the same thing as well. Activision needs to realize that we as clients, we want certain things done properly. And we're not just some sort of like meal where we're just going to take everything and just eat it up and be like, yeah, this is great. No, we want to hold games accountable. We're going to hold people accountable. When games like Marvel Rivals can give you 200 Kronos tokens for servers down for 3 hours, 4 hours, whereas if a server goes down, they'll give you like a double XP. What am I going to do with that double XP? What if I've already prestige, or what if I've already finished everything? What if I have everything? What is that giving me? Absolutely nothing. And that's absolutely wild. So at the end of the day, yes and no. Marvel Rivals did destroy Call of Duty, but at the same time, Call of Duty destroyed itself. And yeah, so if you agree or disagree, I'd love to hear from you guys, and I'll catch you on the next episode. And yeah, have a wonderful day.